Listen up, because the next few years will separate the people who are building generational wealth from the people who are watching it happen on TV. The rules are changing, the markets are shifting, and if you don't move your money before 2026, you're going to look back and see opportunity pass by while someone else grabs it. TikTok. This isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. And today, I'm going to show you how to make sure you're on the winning side. Look at me, right here, right now. Time doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. And money moves faster than you can blink. By 2026, the game is going to change in ways you can't even imagine. If you don't move your money now, you're going to watch others walk past you while you're stuck on the curb asking, why didn't I? TikTok. It's real. And I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm here to make sure you see it and act. The world is moving faster than ever. One day you're checking your bank account thinking, I'm fine. Next day, inflation hits, new tech disrupts everything, and suddenly your savings aren't what you thought they were. You see it with crypto. Some people saw it as a gamble. Others saw it as a chance to get in early and ride a wave that could change their lives. AI-driven investments. The companies that got in early are rewriting the rules. Global supply chains are shifting. Real estate hotspots are popping up in places people didn't think about 2 years ago. It's a perfect storm for wealth. And if you don't recognize it before everyone else, you're going to miss it. Think back to 2008. Remember the housing collapse. While the world panicked, a handful of people saw the writing on the wall. They bought properties when everyone else was selling in fear. They didn't just survive, they built empires. Today, history is repeating itself. Those who see the shift now, those who move before the crowd catches on, will be the ones standing tall when the dust settles. Waiting is the easy thing to do. Acting is the hard thing. And the hard thing is always the thing that pays. Let me give you a principle that has never failed anyone who follows it. Be greedy when others are fearful. Fearful when others are greedy. Warren Buffett said it, lived it, and made billions from it. It's simple, but it's profound. Right now, the money is flowing toward innovation, digital assets, alternative investments, and untapped markets. You don't need a crystal ball, you just need to open your eyes. Pay attention, study the trends. Ask yourself, where is the crowd blind? And then step there. That's where the advantage lies. I remember a friend of mine, smart guy, great job, comfortable life, but he stayed comfortable. He waited, said, I'll get into crypto later. I'll invest in AI when it's less risky. By the time he acted, the train had left the station. Meanwhile, another friend, someone who wasn't a genius, just willing to act, invested early in digital assets, diversified his portfolio, and now, 5 years later, he's financially free. The lesson, timing beats talent when talent waits too long. You have to act before the crowd. You have to see what others ignore. Here's what you can do today. Start paying attention to the shifts that matter. Read, watch, listen, ask questions. Move a portion of your money into areas that are positioned to grow in the next 3 years. Don't go all in blindly. Be smart, but don't wait for perfection either. Take action. Every small move compounds. Every step forward counts. Wealth isn't a miracle. It's a series of decisions made consistently before the world notices. You've got to understand this history rewards the prepared, not the hesitant. The next few years are going to separate the people who build generational wealth from the people who watch it happen on TV. And it all starts with recognition, seeing the shift before everyone else does, and then taking bold action. The world isn't slowing down. Money isn't waiting. The question is simple, are you moving with it, or are you letting it pass you by? Let me be clear with you. Comfort is the enemy of wealth. You hear that? Comfort kills opportunity. People sit in their old routines, in their safe little savings accounts, thinking that's enough. But let me tell you something, the world doesn't move at your pace. It's fast. It's brutal. And if you stay stuck in yesterday's thinking, you're going to get left behind. Look around. Companies that used to dominate are scrambling. Stores that were everywhere are closing. But then there are the companies that pivoted: AI, renewable energy, blockchain. They didn't just survive. They thrived. And why? Because they adapted. They didn't cling to the old ways. They looked at the horizon, said, what's next? And moved before it became obvious to everyone else. That's the lesson for you. If your money is sitting somewhere comfortable, it's not working hard enough. It needs to move. It needs to adapt. Think about it like this. If you only have one basket and a storm comes, everything in that basket could be gone in a flash. But if you spread your eggs across multiple baskets, tech, real estate, digital assets, international opportunities, you survive the storm. And you even thrive in it. Diversification isn't a fancy word people throw around. It's survival. And it's your ticket to being ready when the next wave hits. I've seen it firsthand. Friends, colleagues, people I grew up with, some of them invested early in tech ETFs, early digital currencies, and even emerging real estate markets. They were not rich when they started. They just had the guts to move. Fast forward 10 years, and some of them are living lives they once thought were impossible. Meanwhile, others stayed cautious, stayed comfortable, stayed behind. They watched from the sidelines as the opportunities passed by, thinking next time. And the truth is, next time doesn't always come. Here's a practical lesson: start small, but start smart. Don't throw everything into the latest trend blindly. Look at industries positioned to grow. Artificial intelligence is not just a buzzword. It's the backbone of new wealth. Renewable energy isn't just a green movement, it's a $1 trillion opportunity. Blockchain isn't just about crypto, it's about rethinking how the world trades, contracts, and moves money. Spread your investments across these opportunities. Put some in what you know, some in what's emerging, and some in places no one is paying attention to yet. Real estate is another example. While some people are stuck in their hometown markets, others are scouting emerging cities, places where growth is exploding, but prices haven't caught up yet. That's where early movers see massive returns. It's not luck, it's awareness and action. It's understanding that the world is changing and your money has to change with it. And here's the kicker: adaptation isn't just about where you put your money, it's about how you think. People who win in the next few years won't be the ones clinging to comfort zones. They'll be the ones learning every day, adjusting, pivoting. They'll ask, what's next? Where's the growth? How can I move now? And they'll move before the masses catch on. You can't afford to wait. You can't afford to hope that yesterday's strategy will carry you through. The wealth shift is coming, and it's not waiting for slow movers. Diversify, adapt, move, spread your eggs, take calculated risks, invest where others hesitate. That's how you don't just survive, but how you thrive. Because in this new world, the people who adapt are the people who win. Listen, I need you to hear me right now. Time doesn't wait. Money doesn't wait. Opportunities don't wait. You think you have time to think about it. Wait for the right moment or let the market settle. That's how ordinary people get left behind. Waiting until 2026. Too late. By then, the train has left the station, and when you're standing on the platform, staring at the smoke and wondering why you didn't act, nothing is going to bring that moment back. Nothing. Timing is everything. And timing isn't about luck. It's about positioning yourself before the wave hits. You can't predict every curveball life throws at you. Markets crash, technology explodes, the world shifts overnight. But you can prepare, you can position yourself so that when change comes, you're not running behind, you're running ahead. You're the one in the driver's seat. Think about the pandemic. I know it was hard. I know people struggled. But look at those who moved fast. People who pivoted into e-commerce, logistics, remote work platforms. They didn't just survive, they thrived. They built businesses, investments, and wealth streams that will last a lifetime. And the ones who hesitated, they're still trying to catch up, still wondering what hit them. That's the difference between action and delay. That's the difference between regret and opportunity. Let me tell you a story. I knew a guy, smart, cautious, always waiting for the perfect moment. He saw cryptocurrency gaining traction in 2017, but said, I'll wait, it's risky. By 2020, those same coins had multiplied tenfold. Another friend, not a genius, not rich, just decisive, took a smaller risk early. He studied, he learned, he moved. He didn't wait. Today, he's financially independent. And the lesson here is simple: wealth doesn't reward perfection. It rewards courage and speed. You move first, you win. You hesitate, you watch. Data backs this up. According to a 2023 report from Credit Suisse, nearly 60% of global wealth growth over the next 3 years is expected to come from digital and alternative assets. 60%, that's not small. That's not a whisper. That's a roar. And if you don't position your money now, you're not missing some small opportunity. You're missing the wave of your lifetime. The next 3 years will separate the prepared from the procrastinators, the decisive from the hesitant. And history doesn't reward hesitation. It rewards the bold. So what can you do? Start today. Don't wait for a perfect plan. Don't wait for the crowd to tell you it's safe. Read, research, educate yourself, but take action. Even small steps matter. Move part of your portfolio into growth sectors. Diversify, hedge your bets. The key is to move now, not tomorrow, not next week. Action compounds faster than indecision. Action compounds faster than the market. Here's the truth: the world is changing and fast. The wealth shift is coming, and it's not going to knock twice. Those who wait will watch, and those who move will lead. Timing isn't something you hope for. It's something you create. You create it with knowledge, with courage, with boldness. You create it by being awake when others sleep, by seeing when others are blind, by moving when others hesitate. Timing is everything. Act now, because tomorrow waits for no one, and the next wave waits for no one. Stop waiting for someone to hand you your life. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to be wealthy. It's not coming. Wealth doesn't arrive like a gift. It doesn't knock politely. It comes to those who take it. Those who see it, reach for it, and move before the world tells them it's safe. And let me tell you something. If you're sitting there thinking, "I'll wait until I feel ready," you've already lost the first round. Here's the truth: wealth isn't just numbers on a screen. It's courage, it's vision, it's persistence. It's the way you wake up every morning and ask yourself, what move can I make today that my future self will thank me for? It's about making decisions when it's uncomfortable, when the crowd is hesitant, when everyone else is looking for reassurance. That's where the real advantage lies. Look at the people who changed the world. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Their early moves weren't random. They weren't lucky. They were calculated. They were fearless. Bezos didn't wait for the world to tell him e-commerce was safe. He made it safe by acting. Musk didn't wait for the world to say, go to space, invest in electric cars. He built rockets. He built batteries. He built the future. And here's the lesson. They didn't wait for conditions to be perfect. They created the conditions by acting boldly. I know people who have talent, who have opportunities, who have everything they think they need, and they sit, they wait. They second guess. Meanwhile, someone with half their knowledge and half their resources is out there making moves, taking calculated risks, and slowly, relentlessly building a life that those hesitant ones can only watch from the sidelines. That's the power of mindset. That's the power of action fueled by belief. Your financial destiny isn't going to be handed to you. It's going to be built by your decisions today, tomorrow, and every day after. You educate yourself, you read, you watch trends, you learn from wins and mistakes, then you act. Every big move you make now compounds into freedom later. Every single decision counts. No move is too small. No step is wasted. Compounding isn't just for money, it's for habits, for strategy, for courage. Let me tell you a story. I had a friend, he was scared to invest, scared to step outside his comfort zone. But he had one spark. He wanted control of his life. Slowly, he started small, a little in a stock here, a little in a digital asset there. He learned, he adapted, and 5 years later, he's not just surviving, he's thriving. Every step he took added up. Every decision built momentum. That's how financial destiny works. It's not a leap. It's a series of smart, bold, consistent moves. Here's the actionable truth for you. Decide that your money is yours to control. Don't leave it in a savings account that barely grows. Don't let fear dictate your moves. Study the trends. Diversify. Act early. Adjust when needed. And most importantly, develop the mindset that you are responsible for your wealth, your freedom, and your legacy. That mindset will carry you farther than any market ever will. Because when the world hesitates, the decisive move forward. When the world doubts, the bold take action. And when you take control of your financial destiny, you stop being a spectator in your own life. You stop watching others build what you've dreamed of. You step into your power, make your moves, and claim what's yours. It's not luck, it's courage, it's strategy, it's persistence. And it starts with the mindset that you are in control and nothing, and I mean nothing, can stop you when you act with purpose. Let me tell you something right now. 2026 isn't just a date on the calendar. It's not some number you can ignore. It's a line in the sand, a deadline, a moment in history that will separate the people who act from the people who watch. And let me be blunt. If you don't move your money now, if you don't educate yourself, if you don't take bold, decisive action, you're going to be left behind. The world doesn't slow down. Opportunity doesn't wait. And wealth favors the brave, the prepared, the relentless. Look around you. You see people playing it safe, thinking tomorrow will give them a second chance. But history doesn't work that way. Opportunities are fleeting. The moment you hesitate, someone else is taking your spot. Let me give you an example. During the rise of e-commerce, there were millions of people saying, "I'll get in later." Guess who built the empires? Not the ones waiting, not the ones procrastinating. The ones who saw the wave first, who understood the shift, who had the courage to move while everyone else was frozen in fear. That's what this moment is. That's what 2026 represents. You've got to understand the wealth shift coming isn't small. It's massive. According to a 2023 Credit Suisse report, nearly 60% of global wealth growth over the next 3 years is expected to come from digital and alternative assets. 60%. That's trillions of dollars in motion. And if you wait, if you delay, if you let fear or indecision dictate your moves, you're not just missing a chance, you're handing it to someone else. You're choosing the sidelines while the rest of the world moves forward. I want you to picture this. A friend of mine, brilliant, talented, full of potential. He waited for the perfect time. He watched people around him invest in digital assets, in emerging markets, in groundbreaking technology. And he said, "I'll wait until it's safer." Guess what happened? The opportunities he dreamed of, the wealth he imagined, captured by someone who acted when he hesitated. And the lesson is clear. Delay is expensive. Hesitation is costly. Every day you wait, you're paying in lost opportunity. But here's the good news. There's still time. There's still a moment for you to step up, to take control, to position yourself on the winning side. It starts with education. It starts with awareness. It starts with bold, intentional moves. Study the markets. Diversify. Move assets into sectors poised for growth. Take calculated risks. Don't wait for perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress. You don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need to take the first step. And I want you to feel this in your bones when the dust settles. The question won't be about luck. It won't be about the market. It will be about you. Will you be on the right side of history? Will you be among the bold, the decisive, the prepared? Or will you be watching from the sidelines, wondering why you didn't act when you had the chance? That's the moment that defines people, that separates winners from spectators. So here's the challenge, and it's yours to accept. Move your money. Educate yourself. Take bold action. Make decisions today that your future self will thank you for. The biggest wealth shift in years is coming. And it won't wait for anyone. Not for the cautious, not for the hesitant, not for the doubtful. It will reward the prepared, the brave, the relentless. The clock is ticking, the wave is forming. And the choice is simple, but the consequences are monumental. Make it count.